Good morning, I'm Nima and you're watching today's Hot Topic. This week's Hot Topic is Chinese stocks, and if you've been reading the news lately, you'll know they're definitely hot. We hit the ground running this week as the China 50, which comprises of the largest A-share companies in China, nosedived by a further 9% on Monday, dropping the index a staggering 971 points and making some bears very happy. Many investors feel the 9% move was related to the fact that last Friday officials allowed over 1,400 companies to halt trading in order to do some damage control from the recent freefall. Government officials also suspended initial public offerings, or IPOs, and supplied the state-run China Securities Finance Corporation with over $480 billion to intervene in the markets. Meanwhile, the Hong Kong-based Hang Seng Index fell by a whopping 2.3%, while the Australian ASX and Japanese Nikkei slipped by 0.2% and 1% respectively. In fact, the last few days have been so shocking that some are comparing the recent China stock crash to the big Wall Street crash of 1929, which signaled the beginning of the Great 10-Year Depression in the US. So, what exactly happened in China? Well, there are a number of possible catalysts which are up for debate, but many analysts attribute the steep drop to a slowing of the government buying Chinese stocks, while some are simply citing the disappointing industrial data that was released earlier on Monday. Regardless, both events are clearly red flags to investors. Chinese shares were also affected by the Dow Jones, which declined 2.9% last week. It was the US index's worst percentage loss since January of this year. Also note that ongoing discussions about potential monetary policy changes by the Chinese government are also injecting skepticism in the marketplace. So, what's next? Well, there are many bears growling right now, as some analysts are predicting we could see a further drop of up to 14% in the Chinese markets. Concern is also mounting that the enormous intervention by the government to prop up share prices may not be sustainable as the economy slows. There are, however, plenty of bulls who may grab the opportunity to buy the China 50 or the Hang Seng Indexes, expecting an upcoming recovery. Are you one of them? What do you think about this week's market activity? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Once again, I'm Nima and you've been watching The Hot Topic.